To 2 of this part 1, the Chapter the U Street incident when they left its Provo. Hey Bakugo, are you okay? You are bleeding. I spoke. I'm fine, Mr. Afton, said Bakugo. No, you are not. You are not. Okay, I spoke. What will you do? Said Bakugo. Tell me the truth, I spoke. I'm getting abused by I'm getting abused, said Bakugo. Okay, after the sports festival, I will be adopting you, I spoke. You want to adopt and do that for me, said Bakugo. Yes, I would do that for you, I spoke. Thank you, sir, said Bakugo. Yeah, and the kids are coming, so let's talk later, I spoke. Hello, Mr. Afton, said Zuko. Hello, Zuko, I spoke. Good morning, class 1A, said my husband Aizawa. Hello, sir, said the class. Why are you happy? I asked. Because I can sleep and you can deal with the class, said Aizawa. I hate you, I spoke. I love you too, he said. Okay, guys, time to do our first thing in the class. Looking for who would be the leader of the group of 1A, I spoke. Oh, me. I would be the leader, said Dan. No way, me as well, said Midnight. I can't deal with I can't believe I'm dealing with this. I thought, let's do a poll and see who will will win, said Tiny. I am happy he is in this class, I thought. Can we do this, that, sir, said Teddy. Yes, just do it, I spoke. Thank you, sir, said Teddy. I hope he is the one in charge, I thought. Looks like Izuku is the president and Mono is the co-president, I spoke. Yes, sir, said the kids. Who picked Deku, said Kazaki. Kazaki, what did I hear? I spoke. Nothing, sir. He said. I thought so, I spoke. I looked at my husband and saw that he was looking at me. I smiled at him and then I went to go to the staff room before I spoke. You deal with the kids now, I spoke. Fine, he said. I smiled and went to the staff room and got to the couch and sat on the couch. How are you doing, brothers? Said Midnight. I'm doing fine, I spoke. I hope so, said Midnight. So you can't wait for little Obara to have little Obara? Said Little Mite. Yes, I can't wait to have little Obara. I spoke. I have to get someone in. I have to get someone into court. I spoke. Wait, who? Said Midnight. Don't worry about it. I spoke. I left and got to the courtroom and saw the people I'm looking for waiting for me to come. We walked into the room and the judge looked at me. And I smiled. Sure, so we are here, I spoke. What is it this time, Spring Chap? Said the judge. I want to take custody of their boy. I spoke. On what charges, Spring Chap? Said the judge. Because they have abused my student and it is not safe for him in that place, I spoke. Do you have any proofs? Said Miss Bakugo. Yes, that toy that Bakugo has is one of the members of the hero team. He team. You saw what happened to Mr. Sakazaki Bakugo, I spoke. Where is a teammate of yours? Said the judge. Right here, sir, said the voice of my teammate. Hello, Nightmare, said the judge. So I saw what they did to Mr. Kazaki Bakugo, and as a hero, I was always there to bandage him up and write up what happened to him in the papers to my boss, who is standing in front of you. He spoke. Can you give me the papers? Said the judge. Yes, sir, said Nightmare. Here there is, said Nightmare. Thank you, Nightmare, said the judge. You are welcome, sir, said Nightmare. So this is what happened to Mr. Kazaki Bakugo. I will make it that Mr. Afton is taking custody of young Mr. Kazaki Bago. I'm sending you the parents to jail, prison, said the judge. All right, I spoke. Here are the papers, said the judge. I smiled and signed the papers, and my Kazaki is now Kazaki Afton. I smiled and headed to the car and got in. I got a call from the hospital. I answered. Hello, I spoke. Hello, Mr. Afton. Your husband is in the hospital after a villain attack with a class, and said the doctor. Oh God, which one? I spoke. The one named Aizawa Shota, said the doctor. I'm on my way. On the way, I spoke. All right, I will see you soon, said the doctor. See you soon, I spoke. I started the drive and got to the hospital and got up the papers to show Vald if he was there. I got to the inside and I saw the kids. Are you all okay? I asked. Yeah, we are fine, they said the kids. I smiled and looked at the front of the desk. Which room is Anzo Shota is? I asked. Who are you? Said the front desk person. I am. I said and felt a contraction. Sir, are you okay? Asked the lady. No, the kids coming, I spoke. What? Wait, you're pregnant? Said the woman. Yes, I spoke. How long are you? She is 6 weeks. She asked. 6 weeks, I spoke. You're early, she said. I know, I spoke. It's her. Is you okay? Said one of the kids. No, the baby's calling. I spoke. We need to call All Might, said Zuko. No, God, my wire broke. I spoke. We are calling All Might, said Tanya. Okay, I spoke. Is that his lover? Said the woman. No, that is his brother. His husband is in the hospital, and he is the father of the child, said Mono. Oh God, I'm sorry, sir. She said. It's okay, I spoke. Here, let's go, said the nurse. Okay, I spoke. We will get a hold of one of your siblings, sirs, said Tanya. Thank you, I spoke. He got me in a room and saw that the baby was ready to come. I was in the position to start pushing. I was scared and the outside was not there for me. Okay, sir, it's time to push, said the doctor. I smiled and started pushing, and when I felt the baby start moving, and then I felt a pop. The doctor smiled, and then the doctor said one more push. I pushed, and he was out, and then I started to cry. He was finally out. Then my little angel started to cry. He is healthy, and you are safe to keep him in this room. And what is it will be his name, Mr. Afton, said the doctor. His name was Oberhargen Afton. I spoke. Well, that is a good name for him. Hello, baby Oberhargen Afton. Welcome to this big work world, said the doctor. Mr. Afton, your brother's here do you want him to come in? Said one of the nurses. Which one? I spoke. The one that has blonde hair. He calls himself Toshiyagi, said the nurse. Yes, let him in, I spoke. The nurse let him in, and my brother Yagi was in a gown, gloves, and cap and mask. I smiled, and he had I smiled. He had booties on. I laughed in my head, and he smiled in his mask. I walked to the bed and saw the little boy so attached to me on my stomach. Is him? He asked. Yes, brother, and he is healthy. I spoke. He smiled and looked at his nephew. Can I take a picture of you, doctor, cutting the cord for the fathers that could not make it? I said, Toshinari. Yes, that will be fine, said the doctor. Toshinari got his phone, and the doctor got the metal things and put it on the cord and slowly cut the cord, and then picked up the baby and to get it cleaned him off and then get him dressed and wrapped up in a blanket. And Toshinori took lots of pictures of his nephew for the two other parents and the other pro heroes to see. I smiled and looked at the documents on the table. I smiled and went back to sleep, and Toshinori took a picture of that as well. I smiled in my sleep. He was there to take care of Obaru. I smiled until I heard the door open. Can some of his students come and see him? Said the nurse to my brother. Yeah, it will be fine with us, said Toshinari. Hello, kids, said Toshinari. Hello, sir. Is Mr. Afton okay? Said Zuko. Yeah, it's would be. Yeah, yes, he is. He is just retired after giving birth to his son, said Toshinari. Oh, look at the baby. What was his name? And what was his Nanazawa's baby's name? Said Ochako. Oh, Obaru, said Izuku. That is right, Izuku, said Tanya. Visiting hours are over, said the nurse. Bye, sir, said Izuku. They left and he fell asleep and the little man started to cry. Okay, I am up, said Toshinari. What is wrong, nephew? Said Toshinari. Oh, you just want attention, he said. I thought you were bad with babies, Toshinari. I spoke, looking at him. He smiled and held my child and his nephew. I will do it for my nephew and to help my brother when he needs it, said Toshinari. I knew you would do that for us. I spoke. Sir, your husband is awake. We told him you had your son and he wants to see him, said the nurse. That would be fine with me, nurse. I spoke. I will get a wheelchair, said the nurse. She ran and got a wheelchair and helped me get into the chair until Sinead put the baby in my arms. The baby fell asleep, and we walked to my husband's floor. And when we got there, he was laying on there, and the colored girl was fixing him. So you got injured, I spoke. Yeah, I did, love, he said. He spoke. So will you protect the kids? I spoke and gave him the paper documents, and he read them. Well, we have Bakugo as a new son, Sanzawa. He was abused, and I had something to undo. The kids on him, and the other one eight kids. I spoke. Oh, you are sneaky, Sanzawa. Yeah, yes, I am. I spoke. So you warned the kids who was your witness, and my husband. It was a nightmare, I spoke. He smiled and laughed and gave grabby hands for his new son. I smiled and recovered girl took the boy and gave it to my husband, and he smiled. Hello, Baru. I'm your dad, Aizawa, and you already met your mommy, Toy Afton. You will meet your older siblings. He spoke. I smiled and started to cry. I love you, said Aizawa. I love, I love you too, kitten. I love you, love, said Aizawa. I love you too, kitten, I spoke. So we are going to meet him now, said Midnight. Yes, you are, love, sister, I spoke. That is fine, she spoke. This is my son Obaru, and that is why I love him with all my whole life, said Aizawa. This is going to be nice, I spoke. So are you going to talk about Anzo is all bandaged up right now, I spoke. You literally said his last You literally said his last name. Are you upset or is that your hormones after giving birth to your kids? Minette said, yes it is, I spoke. I'm scared now, said my own big brother. You better be scared of me, brother, I spoke. Ha, I hope you say it like that, said Aizawa. So I'm going to have to tie Elmite up and keep him here, said Midnight. I smiled and shook my head. Yes, please, I spoke. Wait, skip one. Yes, please, I spoke. No, please, not that, he spoke. Well, midnight tied him up in a chair. We laughed and got into my room and stayed there with all night. And we had my kid in the bed, and I laughed. Oh, midnight fell asleep, and we went back to sleep. And the baby was fine. I then looked and saw the paper was there.